Welcome to my latest YouTube video. In this video I will endeavour to establish the real reason that the bushfires in Australia are as bad as they appear to be. Bushfires are a fact of life in Australia, more particularly so in the states of Victoria and New South Wales. They have been an annual event for centuries and are part of the renewal process for vegetation. There is nothing that points to the current events being out of the ordinary, except that the end results are much worse than one could reasonably expect. So what has caused this apparent worsening of the fires this year over others? The blame is being put on global warming by left-leaning politicians, and they are to a degree being supported by the current Liberal government. One of the Green MPs actually called the government arsonists for not doing anything that would reduce the temperature of the planet, and so caused the fires. Nothing could be further from the truth. Please explain to me how any reduction of the planet's temperature by, say, 1 to 2 degrees would make any difference to the starting of these fires. In most cases, the fires are started by lightning. The real problem this time is the devastating effect these fires are having on the people who are living in the areas affected, and my sympathies go out wholeheartedly to them. I doubt that I could truly imagine the trauma that these unfortunate people are going through. So what has made these fires so deadly? In very basic terms, it is the idiots who govern New South Wales and Victoria for being too green and failing to learn from the past. It has been stated on many occasions that if you don't look at the past and learn from history, you will repeat it. This is such an event. In 2009 there were devastating fires, mainly in Victoria, and some 173 people lost their lives, and many more lost their homes and all their belongings. The inquiry that followed showed up the real reason the fires were so bad. It was not global warming, even though that was what was blamed at the time, as it is being today. The real beginning of the 2009 disaster was some 10 years earlier, and the very left-leaning governments at the time. All fires need three elements: a heat source, and in the bushfires this is usually from lightning, oxygen in the air, and fuel. Once a fire starts, it is the fuel that determines its ferocity and the extent of the fire. Laws were passed mainly at the behest of the Greens that prevented the clearing of the undergrowth and the forest litter. This even extended to dead and fallen trees that had to be left in place. This policy, it was explained, was to prevent the destruction of small animals and other creatures that live in this litter. Somehow the fact that in the event of any future fire the same creatures would be killed anyway was not recognised by the lefties. This government policy over a 10-year period guaranteed the build-up of fuel and therefore ensured the very destructive nature of the fires. In one case, the YMCA was told to mow its lawns around its buildings out in the bush. The long grass was considered to be a fire hazard. Just to show the stupidity of the situation, the YMCA was then fined for breaking the law. I heard about a family that cleared the bush around their home to protect it in the event of a fire. They cleared the undergrowth and other matter from around their home and were fined some $50,000 for their trouble. I would bet that they were very annoyed at that, but in hindsight happy to have saved their home. There was a subsequent fire, and their home was the only one in the area to survive. Need I say more? For some thousands of years the Aborigines have known that winter burnings will clear the fuel, and so prevent the worst of the summer fires that must inevitably follow. For some hundreds of years, cattle ranchers have used their cattle to clear the fuel, but the governments of more recent times have banned this practice, so giving rise to the current bad situation. Why can't we learn from history? Or is there some other agenda in play here? I believe that it is the left and the far left that are behind this, Remember, it is their intention to establish a socialist government, if not a communist one, so that they have control and are using the global warming scam for this very purpose. Anything that can be used to exacerbate the climate hysteria is, in their opinion, okay. This non-reduction of the fuel is just one of the tools that they believe they have at their disposal. I repeat, these fires, as devastating as they are, and our sympathies go out to the people caught up in them, are not in any way caused by global warming. Remember, the planet has not warmed at all in the last 18 years or so. How can these fires be blamed on something that has not happened? If you must blame anybody or anything, blame the watermelon greens. Green on the outside, but very red on the inside. Well, this is the end of this video. If you would like to comment, both positive and negative, feel free, as it is good to have a two-way conversation. Also, this will give me ideas for future commentary. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. And if you wish to subscribe to find out when I upload new videos, use the appropriate buttons. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.